Hello, I am Kristin and welcome to my channel on healing my body and mind through nutrition and exercise. If you've been following along, thank you so much. If you're new, welcome. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, follow along, and comment. I love to hear where you are on your journey and what brought you here to my carnivore page. So today, I want to talk about something that I hear a lot in the mainstream about how carnivore is a cult or it's like a cult. And people just don't like that. And that word is very heavy and strong because there are such things as cults. And in my opinion, carnivore is not a cult. But I'm going to go through a couple of reasons why people think that carnivore may be a cult. So, this stems from a few common perceptions and behaviors associated with the community, and here's a little breakdown of it. So, when people refer to carnivore diet as a cult, they often imply that the community exhibits characters like exclusivity and isolation. So, the diet's strict rules can make it difficult for followers to participate in social eating situations, potentially leading to a sense of isolation or exclusiveness. This is all just a misconception because yes, I've only been on the carnivore diet journey for 7 months now, but I've gone out to eat. I've gone to family events. I've gone to a good friend's birthday party, and it has not kept me from continuing to go out and celebrate these occasions with them. Now, does it make it a little bit more difficult? Yes, because they might not have the things that you can eat. But I have a video that you can go check out that I talk about how to deal with these social gatherings and going out and things like that. And it doesn't have to be as hard as you think. So the other thing is strong in-group mentality. There's often a strong sense of camaraderie and mutual support among followers with a tendency to share success stories and encourage others to join. And for some reason, people think that this means that you're in a cult. No, it just means that when you're finally happy to find other people that totally understand where you're coming from, where you came from, and the journey that you've gone through and where you are now, and they can relate to you, it's just comforting to know that other people are relating to you on your journey, because for a long time you may have felt like you were alone in your journey and feeling like crap and going through your diseases or your emotions and whatever it was, and now you found people that understand you. So that to me is a plus. Skepticism towards outsiders. So, like many niche communities, there can be a skepticism towards non followers or critics, especially when they question the diet's health claims or benefits. Now, this part I do find very often in the carnivore community, but it's not just in the carnivore community, it's in animal based, it's in keto, it's in the regular SAD diet, it's in anything where you believe so strongly about one thing. Most people are not open minded enough to continue to research or to take other people's opinions or to see what the other person thinks, right? And to see if maybe they have some accurate information on what they're saying versus just what you believe in. I mean, you see this in politics, you see this in religion. When one person is just one way, it's very hard to change that person's mind. And so people in the carnivore world are the same way. They believe in it so much. They truly do believe. Some doctors and everything will tell you that vegetables are trying to kill you. You may not think that, but that's just their belief. And it's okay, right? Because these doctors are telling us some of the scientific reasons as to why they think vegetables are killing us, but you still, at the end of the day, have the option to eat the way that you want to eat. So if you feel better on vegetables, that's on you. I personally don't. But again, everybody is different, right? There's no one size fits all in this diet. You'll hear me say that over and over again. And so that brings on this, the skepticism from other people. So it's important to distinguish between a strong supportive community and a cult. And the term cult often carries a negative connotation, suggestion of manipulation or lack of critical thinking. You kind of like brainwash people is what the thought behind a cult is, right? However, many in the carnivore community are simply enthusiastic about their experiences and the perceived health benefits that they have gained. You can come on my channel and see I am sharing my story from day one, from my struggles all the way until now, 7 months in, and still healing. And I'm sharing because I cannot believe that going carnivore has truly helped with my depression and a lot of the other symptoms like inflammation and fatigue and brain fog and all these things that I had, whereas they've slowly have gone away. Some of them are slowly still fixing themselves, and it takes time. So don't confuse being enthusiastic and wanting to share your journey and wanting to share, wow, oh my gosh, I've healed. I'm no longer on medications. I mean, I've seen people who have said they've been on tons of medication and they're no longer on medication and they feel great with a cult. It's also crucial to consider that not all followers of the carnivore diet reject scientific evidence or mainstream health advice. Many are open to discussion and continue to research and adjust their dietary practices based on new information. So if you've looked at Dr. Paul Saladino, you'll hear a lot of feedback on social media and backlashing him because he has changed his diet over the years. And he is one of the first ones who wrote about the carnivore diet. He wrote a book about it. He was actually going through the transition of figuring out that carnivore didn't work for him 100% while writing the book. So of course there's going to be a lot of skepticism for him and a lot of backlash because of what he has said. But with that said, he was also eating a lot of organ meats that can cause a lot of the symptoms that he had. And with his active lifestyle and whatnot, you can go check out his videos. He explains to you why he decided to go more animal-based and admitted that for him, the carnivore diet was not a right fit, but animal-based diet is. And that doesn't mean that he is like cuckoo or whatever it is that you want to think of him. It just means that he found what works for him. This is all trial and error. We're all trying to learn what works for our bodies, which is why when one person says that, no, we should just eat this way because our ancestors ate this way and that's the only way, I personally do not believe that it's the only way. Do I believe that it's a start? Yes. Do I believe that you can go more animal-based and possibly even keto if that's your thing? Yes. But does it work for you? You are the only one that can answer that. So I love listening to both sides of the story. I even have people who annoy me on my Instagram that I follow only because I like to see what their point of view is. And every once in a while, I'm like, okay, he was accurate in that little bit of information. Over here was a little bit too much, you know, but I like to be open to hear both sides of the nutrition health world. So ultimately, like any diet or lifestyle choice, the carnivore diet's validity and benefits should be evaluated based on individual experience. Look at the available scientific data out there, the research, and if you can find a great doctor to give you medical advice, wow, kudos to you, because I have yet to find a doctor here in South Florida. That is great. I'm in search of one now. I went through my insurance the other day. I've told you guys I need to get my blood panel because it's been now over a year and I want to see where I'm at. But I procrastinate because I just hear all the bad stuff of the doctors and I've had really, really bad experiences. My last doctor even sent me medical information with the wrong name more than once. And they kept telling me that my email wasn't working, yet I was able to receive the wrong person's information mixed with mine. So who knows if this person has my information, which is privacy breach, right? Like it has your information on these paperworks. That is another subject and another rant to go on. But moral of the story, carnivore is not a cult. And believe what you want to believe, do what you want to do. But I found what is slowly healing my body. I found what works for me, and I'm going to share my journey with you in hopes that it helps you on your journey. So I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I will see you again tomorrow.